Y'all, welcome back to another episode of Today's Home Tour. I'm your host, Jason Will, real estate broker at Blueprint Realty Company. Today we're at 385 Farm Loop Road in Alexander City on the hunt for affordable waterfront living here in the Lake Martin area. And what does affordable mean in this area? Well, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately for you, it means like in the 500s and below. So it starts to get pretty slim pickings in that 4 to I'd say 550 range. But this is one of the ones that's hit the market that meets that bill. So what we're looking for here is year-round water, condition of the home, privacy, size of the lot, overall amenities. So we're going to check it out. I'm going to point out all the work that needs to be done, all the work that has been done, all the selling features, the pros, the cons, all of it. So stay tuned. I think you're going to find some value in this episode. All right, get a little shot of the neighbors. First amenity is a storage shed. We'll need to check out the condition of that. But we've got a paved driveway, nice sized lot. But it is a shared driveway. So the driveway is shared with this neighbor, and this is also a boat launch for the community. So got to be aware with that, got to be okay with that kind of right off the bat. Roof looks like it's in great shape. Concrete, pretty well fractured from this parking space leading to the garage to the outdoor living space on the other side of the garage. House needs to be pressure washed. I do see some investment upside with, painting the brick and creating some more inviting outdoor living spaces. But we got a gentle slope to the water. And as of right now, it does have year-round water. Can you navigate a boat out to the main channels at this point? Probably risky, but you're gonna have seasonal water, which is good, especially in this price point. So landscaping just needs some love. You can see some big cracks in this concrete. It's just gonna need to be replaced at some point, but it's not an immediate need by any means. All the stone fascias pretty well falling off this small little wall right here. But you've got really great privacy from your neighbor to this side. Over here, might plant some cypress, put a fence along there to add some more privacy. In terms of making some money on this one, I would probably put a covered porch out here, covered and screened. Redo these floors maybe with some good tile. So you're going to be in a super chill spot where boats are going to be idling through here no matter what part of the year it is. But this time of year, perfect for kayaks, canoes, paddle boards. Bet there's just a lot of nature out here. Wish it was a prettier day, but it is what it is. All right, let's go inside. Inside is much more attractive than the outside, if I'm being honest. Got a good living space, good dining space. Looks like the kitchen's been redone here. Solid surface countertops, stainless steel appliances. Get some good natural light in here. We've got a two-way split floor plan. To left of the front door or main entry door is going to be your primary suite with ensuite bath. It has a deep walk-in closet. And then to our right, we've got a full bath, 2 guest suites, and a laundry room with access to the garage. There are some imperfections in these floors that would need to be tightened up. So concrete floors in this primary suite. I don't know if they were just ran out of the wood or what happened. Got some transitional issues right there. But nice tile in the ensuite bath. Some updates, tub shower configuration. And then that deep walk-in closet, which is nice. All right, so con would be the flooring. The pro would be room for king-size bed, and then you can sit up in that king-size bed and have a good view of the water frontage, which is really, really nice. Heading down the hallway towards the guest suites. To our left, we've got a full bath. Also had some work done to it, but has that original tub shower, fiberglass tub shower. Decent sized laundry room with good storage in the cabinets. We've got this piece of decorative decor, whatever that is, that's covering up the HVAC components there. And then 2-car garage, which is, I think, a big amenity here on the lake. We've got 2 nice sized guest suites in the hall. This one gets great natural light. Another good sized bedroom here. Perfect for in-laws, kiddos, you name it. All right, so we've got laminate flooring in the guest suite across the hall, but this guest suite has that same painted concrete like your primary suite. We do have a rear screen porch. It's in good shape. It's got wood ceilings, good spot to watch football, grill out, hang out, and you know, you just got a lot of privacy back in here. Not seeing any concerns in the soffit or fascia as of yet, which is good. No structural issues with the brick that I'm noticing. It just needs pressure washing. Now this siding, I am not a huge fan of this siding. This is that masonite composite siding, and you can kind of see, looks like we've got an issue forming right here. It's notorious just for water intrusion and rot, so I'd replace this with some hardy board or some vinyl siding. Lots of room for improvements here. You could put a big deck overlooking the water right there. As I've talked about, maybe enclosing all this in, covering it, making it a lakeside screened in porch, then having an open deck right here. Really expand this dock area here where you have a lot more area to entertain. And then you just got a huge space for kids and pets, everybody to play, throw the football, plenty of room for a fire pit. So a lot of future upside, I would think, where you could turn this one for a profit down the road. All right, here's a little closer look at that community boat launch here. And judging by this sign right here, this water is going to come down even more and expose this lake bed, which people love to ride four-wheelers on and side-by-sides in the off-season. So there is a public boat launch nearby, so if you had a pretty day in the off-season, sometimes, you know, in December we can go swimming in the south, you would just want to take your boat over to that public boat launch to get on deep water. All right, we're heading down the dock. So yes, there are no stairs to the water, but there is a decent little slope here, so it will engage the hamstrings and the glutes on the way up just a tad. This dock does need some work. I think fewer boards need to be replaced than what the camera is showing. I've got a soft spot right there, so probably those 2 boards. A lot of this just needs to be pressure washed and it'll get you through a season. You've got this dock here that is on piers. This is going to be your floating dock for your boat slip, and then you can see there's some other little docks down this way, but super peaceful setting. So all these boards feel firm as I'm walking on them. Good pressure washing. Get some of these nail heads down. So this is kind of give you an idea of the depth. That is a plastic chair that has blown off from here, or maybe it's actually a metal chair, but you can see we've got about 2 to 3 feet of depth right there. That's going to do it for me here on Farm Loop Road. If you got any questions about this one, give me a call. It's 251-583-9728. You can call or text. Fine with me. If you want to see more listings that are for sale here on Lake Martin, from the lowest to the most highest price, just go to lakemartinlistings.com. That's lakemartinlistings.com. Again, I'm your host, Jason Will, real estate broker of Blueprint Realty Company, and we'll see you on the next episode of today's home tour.